First of all, why you have to be serious about LinkedIn? I'll be sharing all those things in today's session. Why LinkedIn matters, why a personal brand matters. All these things I will be sharing in today's session. I'll quickly introduce you to the today's topic. It's very easy, and I'm pretty sure everyone has seen that platform once in their lifetime. It's called linkedin.com. How many of you have a LinkedIn profile? Let me know in the chat if you have a LinkedIn profile. Okay, great. Nice. A lot of people have a LinkedIn profile, but very few people know what is the score of their LinkedIn profile. Yes. Let's start with there. What is the social selling index of your LinkedIn profile? Let's start with this. First of all, how do you know what is your social selling index or SSI score of your LinkedIn profile? How do you know? How to check this, correct? So you just go on Google and just write LinkedIn SSI score. LinkedIn SSI score. And you'll see this first link saying business.linkedin.com sell resources SSI. Just click on this and just scroll down and you'll see less scoring, more selling. Say hello to smarter selling powered by AI. Get your SSI score. And this is your SSI score. For me, it's 57 out of 100. Let me know what is your SSI score. I'll quickly repeat. It's, you just have to go to Google. You just have to search LinkedIn SSI score. There will be the first link from social selling index to AI. And if you scroll this, you will find get your SSI score. Now this will analyze your LinkedIn profile. You should be logged in. You can see you should be logged into your LinkedIn profile and you will be getting a score. 20, 26, 30, 55, 62, 41, 26, 55, 31, 40. Nice. 39, 3. Okay, 30, 20, 53, 32, 49. Great. So what makes your score? What determines your score is something we will be breaking down in today's session. But before that, let me welcome you all. So hello dosto, welcome to LinkedIn Personal Branding Workshop, and in today's session we will be building your LinkedIn personal brand. We will be going into the depths of LinkedIn personal branding. So this session is available for everyone. It's for an entire nation globally. So that's why this session is in English. And we will be understanding how LinkedIn, being professional on LinkedIn, helps in your career. Just to give a context, if I go to my LinkedIn profile and if I scroll down to my experiences, starting from 2021, LinkedIn helped me get a job. 24, remote, LinkedIn helped me get a job. Amazon, LinkedIn helped me get a job. So in my career, LinkedIn has helped me. I can't even explain in words. LinkedIn has helped me, I think, 1,000 times of the effort. It has helped me 1,000 times of the effort that I have put into LinkedIn. Now, what was the effort that I have put into LinkedIn? And how is this 1000 times? If you just see this, my entire career is built on LinkedIn. So starting from 2021, when I started posting regularly on LinkedIn, since today's date, all these jobs that I've got is all because of LinkedIn. So if I see my total number of followers, the total number of profile views, the total number of post impressions, the total number of search appearances, all this is possible just because of LinkedIn. So there are regularly 17,000 people visiting my profile. If I post something, I get around 60,000 impressions. Whenever someone searches DevOps or AI Ops, Agentic AI or my name, I appear 1600 times in the search. That's my profile. If I talk about connections, I have 29,987 connections, and if you just search how many max connections possible on LinkedIn, the number is 30,000, which means I had to remove 13 connections in order to allow people to send me connection requests. So I'm not just bragging about my LinkedIn, I'm sharing a story that with the amount of effort that I've put into LinkedIn, I've got 1000x times result. Now, how many of you want to learn the tips, tricks, hacks to crack this? Great. Because these are very important. These kind of tricks, these kind of tips are very, very important for you to learn. First of all, I will give you only one word which has helped me. Actually, it's two words. Personal branding. In 2020, I started my personal brand, Train with Shubham, with just one goal: happy learning. Happy learning. So in 2020, I started my personal brand, Train with Shubham, with just one goal: happy learning. And I asked myself 3 questions. What do I do? How do I do it? And why do I do? What, why, and how? These are the 3 questions I asked myself before starting a personal brand. Now, let's go one step back. What is a personal brand? How many of you want to join these companies like Google, Amazon, Microsoft, Apple, Netflix, Nvidia? Everyone. Why? Is there any different kind of gold which is being, given there or something? No. You are just wanting to join that company because of brand value. Just because of brand. Because Google is a brand name, Amazon is a brand name, Netflix is a brand name, Apple is a brand name, and that's what attracts you. Not the salaries, not the perks and benefits. These all perks and benefits you will get much, much higher in remote companies. So it's not about the salaries. An average remote engineer is making 2 times what Google pays. If Google's CTC or if Amazon's CTC is 1 crore, the in hand that you get is just 50 lakh or maybe even less. So it's not just about the money, it's about brand. It's about the brand value. How many of you agree that people in other companies are earning much way higher than what FANG companies pay? But if someone says that, hey, he's an Amazonian, hey, he's a ex AWS, he works for Google, the value changes, the value proposition changes. And that's what people look for, brand value. Now imagine how many people or how many candidates are applying for the job that you want. Any guess? Let's say there is one job called DevOps engineer. Okay? There's one job called DevOps engineer. How many people are applying for that job? Let's say there is one company called XYZ Technologies. It's a startup. Very few people know. How many people are applying? Okay, thousands of people apply every day. So there are more than 10,000 people applying every day. If you just randomly take the maths, how many engineers graduate every year looking for a job in IT? How many engineers graduate every year looking for a job in IT? So India produces about 1.5 million total engineering graduates every year, with roughly 6 lakh to 8 lakh coming directly from computer science and IT related streams who look to join the tech workforce. Correct? How many of you agree that around 6 to 8 lakh plus people are looking for a job that probably you are looking for? So the competition is high. Now think, okay, from the lens of a recruiter. Think from the lens of a recruiter. If you want a brand, why do you want a brand? Because the brand has name, the brand gives value, the brand has visibility. Any more reasons why? Any more reasons? Can anyone tell? Why do you want a brand? Why do you want to work for Amazon? Fame, okay. It's the brand is famous. The brand is respected. The brand has a product. The brand has good exposure. The brand has better job security, stability, negotiation power, a bit security, okay, autonomy. Great. So basically, you are looking for these things: name, value, visibility, famous, respect, product, good exposure. How many of you agree? You are not looking just for money. You're looking more than that. Now think like a recruiter. Think like a recruiter. What they want in you. Is it just skills? Is it just skills? For you, if it would have been just money, you could have directly gone into some company which pays 1 crore but does not have a name, does not have value, does not have visibility, is not famous, is not respected, does not have product. What do they look for? They look for character. They look for good communication skills. They look for values. They look for capabilities. They look for attitude. They look for personality. They look for leadership. They look for confidence. More, they look for helping nature. They look for helping nature. Body language, problem solving. Now, they look for these many things. Now, just a simple question. Are these things visible in your resume? Now that's where a gap exists. Now that's where a gap exists. How many of you understood why recruiters are not hiring you? Why recruiters are not hiring you? Because all you give to them is a resume. All you give to them is a resume. You're just simply giving them a resume, and you're expecting that from that resume they should be able to tell our skills, character, communication, values, capabilities, attitude, personality, leadership qualities, confidence, and helping nature. You're expecting that one piece of paper can give this much information. And that's the reason why you're not growing in the career. Now, how do I get all these things? It took Amazon years to build a brand. It took Google years to build a brand. It took Nvidia years to build name, value, visibility, respect, product, and good exposure. Imagine what you have to do in order to build something like this. It's very easy. You also have to build a brand. But that brand should be very personalized. It should be yours. It should be something which tells your name, and that's called a personal brand. Now, every brand has a story. Every brand has a story. Now, just take this example. Whenever you hear this word toothpaste, which brand comes into your mind? Whenever you hear this word toothpaste, which Colgate? 110% everyone will be Colgate. My parents, they will say Pepsodent. That's it. Okay? Everyone talks Colgate. Whenever you say salt, by all means it comes Tata salt. There is no other salt which will come into your mind. Whenever you say cricket bat, somehow MRF and Sachin comes together. Because our generation has seen a lot of branding of Sachin doing his century, showing MRF brand. Why is that so? Why? Always ask why. Now think, when I started Train with Shubham, even I did this research. That whenever someone wishes happy learning, Train with Shubham should come into their mind. How? My sessions should be full of fun. We should be enjoying. Yesterday's session, I got a bit angry. So I realized that's not happy learning. That's not what I do. That's not why I do. That's not how I do. So that is against my brand guidelines. That is against my personal brand. So whenever you learn from me, you should feel happy. Your learning experience should be happy is what Train with Shubham brand is all about. So what I do, I educate. Why I do? Because I want to help youth. How I do it? By making videos. That's it. That's it. When I started Train with Shubham, the only goal was happy learning. What do? I educate. Why I do? I want to help the youth. I genuinely want. I'm making this free of cost. All of my secrets, all of my tips, tricks, everything I'm just giving it out for free. Previously, till last year, I used to charge for it, giving it for free. Because what do? I educate. I love educating. Why do I do? Because I really want to help the youth of this nation. How do I do it? By making videos. So this helped me give a direction to my personal brand. So my personal brand had a motto, still has. And these are the guidelines. These are the guiding lights. Now think, I never did this for a job. Is there anywhere written that I want a job? I want to secure a job in FANG company. I want a remote job. No. My personal brand does not have these kind of goals, but yours can. That's the point that I'm trying to make. Why? Because your brand is personal to you. Your brand is personal to you. Every person should have their own agenda. How many of you agree that agenda for someone working in a tier 1 company, tier 1 city can be different? Someone who is just starting their career can be different. Someone who is 45 years into their career can be different. Your goal, your aim, your vision, your aspiration, all can be different. How many of you agree? But in today's session, I will have a common goal. Today's session, I will have a common goal. So the common goal is get a job. Is this fine? In today's session, I will be building a personal brand with a common goal, get a job. Okay? Now, when I was building Train with Shubham, I was 100% into one single question, one single point. Who is my target audience? Who is my target audience? For me, it was students, career switchers, and anyone who wants to learn. That helped me define what I do, why I do, and how I do. Okay? Who is my target audience? Now, I want to ask you, if you are building a personal brand with a common goal of getting a job, who is your target audience? Now, instead of I'll just write, who is your target audience? Who is your target audience? Nice. Now we are talking. So your target audience is HRs, recruiters, hiring, managers, talent, acquisition, Okay. Startup, founders. Great, great. Getting it. Who is your target audience? This is your target audience. Now, keeping them in mind, ask yourself three questions. What I do, why I do it, how I do it the best. Find one thing in you which answers these questions. Let's try to combine all of your questions. What I do. Now, don't write I look for job. That doesn't sound very good. Don't write I am a job seeker. That doesn't look very good. Think I do projects. Is that something that you do all day? See, personal branding is not the answer, Vijay. You don't do personal branding. I am pretty sure. If you were doing personal branding, you won't be sitting here. Think, what do I do? I solve real world problems. That's a very good answer. Solve real world problems. Okay, great. I do job in current company. Is that your personal brand? If you do, I do job in this company, that is basically you promoting that company, not your personal brand. Manages incidents and changes, reduce time to market for product. Okay. Basically, improve product deployment. Okay. You improve product deployment. Okay, great. What else do you do? Automate the world with the help of DevOps. Okay, learn new tools and technology. Do you learn every day? It's that all you do is learning, learning, learning. Automate the task. Okay, you write blogs. You must be doing more than that. Cracking AWS certificate. Is that you do every day, every minute? Just cracking AWS certificate? Because there are only 14, 15 certificates. Keep my system up and running. Okay, automate everything. So automate. Okay, anything else? Improving security. Okay, you improve security of products and production and services. Okay, anything else that you do? Okay, minimize cost. Okay, you make systems reliable. Make systems reliable. I reduce downtime. I give 100% to the task. Value addition. Okay, these are very generic. I give 100% to the task. What is the task? How do you quantify 100%? Is the 100% out of 1000% or is just fully 100%? Reduce dependency, automation for monitoring system. Great. Okay, these are a few things that you do. Okay, great. Why do you do it? Why do you do it? Why? Why do you solve real world problems? Why do you improve product deployment? Why do you automate or improve security of products and services? Why do you minimize the cost? Why do you make systems reliable? To have a better product in the market. Okay, to have a better product, to secure a job. That's my job. If Tata had a job only to make salt, Tata would have never made Tata Consultancy Services or Tata Steel or all these things that Tata do. Titan. You should watch this Made in India, the Titan story. You will understand what a personal brand is. Okay. Learn and grow customer engagement, streamline entire process, make the system better, improve systems, collaborations. Okay, make client happy, build trust. Why I do it? To build trust. Okay, any other reasons why do you do? To help company grow, to help myself and company grow. Someone does it for community growth. Okay, knowledge sharing. Okay, make myself unique. Okay, okay, okay. Now, I'll give you one different perspective. These two questions you answered, I see a few people writing, make myself better, make my learning, my. Everyone was like, my. Now, don't forget who is your target audience. Do they really care about your learning journey? Do they really care about you? Does HR even know you? Do the recruiter care if you are building trust or doing it for yourself? No. Now give me the answers, okay? Now give me the answers. Why do I do it? Now give me the answers. See, we are talking about the harsh reality of the world and how we can make a place for ourselves and how our skills can help the people out there, the target audience out there. Now answer. Now I don't want what they want. Now I want what do you do which they want. Nice, nice. Now you're doing. How do I do it? How do I do it? By upskilling time to time. Okay, you upskill, you automate, you promote more. How do you do it best? See, I'm saying how do you do it the best? What do you do something which no one else can do? For example, there are hundreds and thousands of teachers in India. But I can guarantee no one can teach the way I do. They can teach much better than me. They can teach way, way beyond than me. If I can teach for 5 hours, maybe they can teach for 50 hours. Everyone can do better than me, but they can't do what I do. That's my uniqueness. Everyone has a uniqueness. So, how are you unique? How do you do it? Ask yourself. Ask yourself. What do you do? You bring better ideas to make difference. Okay? Anything else? Anything else that you do? By showing up every day. By showing up every day. That's consistency basically. Yes. Anything else? Taking responsibilities. By being vigilant. Okay? More, which only you can do the best. No one else can. Visionary. Okay? See, visionary, only those are visionaries who have built companies, who have leadership qualities and so on. So I have to remove it. Public speaking. So think, have you spoken in public before? If you have not spoken in public before, then you can't say, how do I do it the best? Think. You are building a personal brand. It should have values. It should have culture. It should have something which people need and only you have. Think. Communication. Very few people have communication skills, and communication is something which people need. Flexibility, perfection. Okay, enough. Great. Now, copy this data, go to ChatGPT, Gemini, whichever favorite app you have. Just give it this prompt: act as a personal brand strategist for a job seeker. Act as a personal brand strategist for a job seeker. You have a target audience of HR, recruiters, hiring managers, talent acquisition, specialist, startup founders, okay, and so on. These are the questions you got clarity on. For example, why I do it. My goal is to get a job. Why I do it? To have a better product, improve systems, collaborations, build trust, to help myself and company grow, do it for community growth, knowledge sharing. How do I do it the best? Upscale, automate, promote ideas, vigilant, communication, flexibility, perfection. Based on this, give me 5 one-liners of the tagline or motto for my personal brand on LinkedIn, social media, to help me achieve my goal. How many of you got the prompt? How many of you understood the prompt? I'll just give this prompt in the chat box. I'll just quickly give this prompt in the chat box. How many of you understood the prompt? So what I'm asking AI is to act as a personal brand strategist for a job seeker. You have a target audience of these people. These are the questions you got clarity on. My goal is to get a job as a DevOps engineer. Why I do it? This is what I do. Based on this, give me 5 one-liners of the tagline or motto for my personal brand on LinkedIn to help me achieve my goal. Okay? Don't deviate. Don't cross question. Okay. If you wish to help yourself with better output, you can cross question. So it's always good to let AI ask you question, because that gives AI a better context. Okay, let's see. Here are the 5. Okay, it did not ask question, which is fine. Building resilient systems, automating deployment pipelines, and cutting infrastructure cost, one reliable release at a time. Is this a good motto to keep in mind while you build your personal brand as a job seeker? Does this sound like a good motto? Bridging code and operations with secure automation, continuous scaling, and high reliability system. Does it relate with what you do? transforming complex infrastructure into fast, secure, and cost-effective product delivery engine. Does it sound that you as a personal brand, you as Abhishek Chauhan or you as Sayyid Anvash or Vishakha or Kaveri can become a personal brand for? Can Abhinav Kumar be someone who is a DevOps engineer who is automating deployment, hardening system security, and solving high impact infrastructure challenge? Can Shiv Kumar or Gaurav be empowering engineering teams and scaling products through continuous automation, robust security, and optimal time? Yes. Yes. Now this becomes your motto to move forward. This becomes your motto to move forward. Now, your personal brand is personal to you. You are a job seeker. You don't want to be recognized by Tata or Nescafe or Netflix or Colgate. You want to be recognized by your name, right? How many of you agree that Kaveri wants to be recognized by Kaveri? Sandeep wants to be recognized by Sandeep. Rahul wants to be recognized by Rahul. Abhishek, Kavita. So, the motto that you got from AI should not be copied as it is. Because this was generated by input given from Mohammad, Saurabh, Pratmesh, Sagar, Ujjwal, Gaurav, Kavita, Abhishek, Kaveri, Jayashri, Vishakha, Gaurav. So many people gave you this. So I can't use this. You have to give a personal touch. To your personal brand. How many of you got it? You have to give some personal touch. Something should be personal to you. Okay, do you want an example of my personal touch? How I gave my personal brand a personal touch? I'll show you. It's very clear, it's very obvious, it's very visible. Go to LinkedIn. Go to my profile and see my first line. This is known as my headline. Helping you build a DevOps and cloud career. Simple. What do I do? Why do I do? I want to educate youth. I want to help youth. So helping you, because you are the youth. You are my target audience. You are my people. You are my friends, my dost. Helping you build a DevOps and cloud career. So I want to educate. I can educate you on resume building. I can educate you on LinkedIn. I can educate you on AI. I can educate you on AI Ops. I can educate you on DevOps. I can educate you on Azure. Give me the topic, I can educate you. That's what I do. I educate. I am a teacher. I am a trainer. I kept doing DevOps and cloud like a big brother, and that's how people started calling me DevOps Wale Bhaiya. They gave me a personal brand, DevOps Wale Bhaiya. I started teaching and addressing them as not my students, but as dost. So I start with hello dosto. So I can bet on anything in this world. Out of 1.4 billion people, or how many billion people there are in this world, I think 6.5 billion. 1.5 billion only in India. Out of those many people, no one says hello dosto. No one helps you build a DevOps and cloud career like Shubham Londhe or like Train with Shubham. Can you see in this thing that you see right here in front of you, only this section is my personal brand. How many of you never realized that only this section is my personal brand? You must have seen my LinkedIn profile. You must have seen me somewhere, maybe my YouTube channel or somewhere, whatever in my sessions, you must have seen me. But did you realize this section right here is my personal brand? DevOps videos in easy language. DevOps, AWS, Python, mentoring skills, placement, career. Value adding videos every month for free. Happy learning. Brand name Train with Shubham. A personal branded t-shirt with the logo, the motto. My goal, helping you build a DevOps career. These many people placed. This is the community. I'm an educator. I work for Google as a Google developer expert in Google Cloud Platform. I was working for Amazon, ex-Amazon. I live in Pune. I have whatever this thing. Did you realize this? That this segment right here is my personal brand. I'll tell you something which will blow your mind. LinkedIn only promotes personal brands. Harsh reality. LinkedIn only promotes personal brands. How many of you want me to prove it? How many of you want me to prove it? I'll give you two big proofs. One is my perspective. Two is data. How many of you go to my network and how many active users do you think are there on LinkedIn? How many active users do you think are there on LinkedIn? You will be surprised to see LinkedIn has the most number of active users. So active users on LinkedIn 2026. So LinkedIn has over 1.3 billion total registered members and 310 million monthly active users, which is insane. Insane. No one can touch this kind of number before. 310 million monthly active users. No one can touch this number. But from those millions, whenever you go to this particular page, my network, whenever you go to my network, you see your network, but you see Manish Gokre's connection you may know, or people you may know based on your recent activity, or suggestions for you. Just guess, is this 310 million people? Is this 310 million? No, these are hardly 100 people. They're hardly 100 people. Hardly 100 people. Now see this. Usha Ramani Vemuru. Building Guru Jada, helping expert teachers, and her profile looks very professional. And can you see the three things which I told about personal brand? Only those three things are shown in this card. How many of you are shocked that they never realized that only those three things are shown in this card? The photo, the banner, the name, and the headline. How many of you never realized that your entire LinkedIn profile summary is just what is shown in the first three things? For example, Vinay Pal Singh. I don't know this guy. But this guy, out of 310 million active users, came to my suggestion because he has something in his profile. He is solving problems and creating impact. He's the founder of Mangalam Technical Agency. How many of you understood what I was trying to tell in the last 1 hour? What does he do? I turn ideas into actions and challenges into opportunities. He has clear vision, strong purpose, always learning, always growing, building trust, ambitious goals, consistent action. How crazy is this? In the last 1 hour, whatever I have taught, Vinay Pal Singh has done it, and somehow he landed in my suggestions. Getting it? Just give me a minute. How many of you got value in the last 1 hour? That in the last 1 hour, my perspective on LinkedIn is now getting changed. Instead of just posting, now I am thinking like a personal brand. Now I am thinking about Almas. What did she do better that she, out of 310 million people on this platform actively posting or actively engaging, came into my profile? In the symphony of change, the first note heralds your metamorphosis. I don't know what the hell is that, but something it is, because she's a consultant, she's a marketing generalist, she's a community builder, she's a product person, product marketing generalist, building Epoch Accelerator. She's a community builder exploring AI and Web3, vibing Devs Repack, women in product marketing, a professional picture, a good about section, good featured section. How many of you don't have featured section? They have never thought about featured section. They have never seen featured section. What is a featured section? How many of you have no idea? Sadly, if you don't have any idea, your profile will never ever be reaching a technical recruiter, a hiring manager, a CTO, a startup founder, or whatever your target audience is. How many of you are getting what I'm trying to say? There are 4,000 invitations pending. I can't accept everyone, because the next 13 invitations that I accept, my connections will be full. Same thing, the HR recruiters, how many connection requests they would have been getting, and they can't accept it. You have to think how you can stand out. For example, suggestions for you. So somehow these people landed in my suggestions. Let's take an example of one of them. Let's take an example of Ned Lowe. Ned Lowe, let's see. Together we build. We help you with agentic engineering. Is Ned's goal, mission statement, what does he do, clear to you? Yes or no? It's so clear to me. It's so clear to me. We help you with agentic engineering. That's so easy. Can you see? Ned is talking about AI. Can you see? Ned has reposted something related to anatomy of AI skill. Ned has asked Codex to draw a picture of me. Last week, Ned has posted something. Ned has been actively doing it, and that's how people are giving Ned the validity that, hey Ned, you help us in agentic engineering, we will also support you. Why? Because he's the CTO and co-founder of Mission Plus. Now, if I want agentic engineering to be done, I'll absolutely follow this guy. He's posting, he has a clear mission, he has a personal brand, he has a welcoming LinkedIn profile. Everything in this particular section of his personal brand is giving me value. Now, if I go to a good LinkedIn profile, in the suggestion, I see good LinkedIn profiles. For example, Nick Martin, building the future of tech team, CEO and co-founder of Mission Plus. So because of Ned, I got to know his co-founder. Building the future tech team, CEO and co-founder of Mission Plus. Nick reposted, Nick did this, and so on. Are you getting how LinkedIn algorithm works? Getting it? Now, how many of you agree with the first point which I shared? I can prove it to you that these things are the personal brand things are what LinkedIn pushes, only personal brand. How many of you got the proof of first point? First point was my perspective. Now, how many of you want the second point, which is data? How many of you want the second point, which is data? Okay, great. If you remember your SSI score, your social selling index. Now just Google what is the relevance of your social selling index or SSI score in LinkedIn. Is it important? Is it important? Your LinkedIn social selling index measures your activity level across 4 pillars: establishing a professional brand, finding the right people, engaging with the insights. It is moderately important as behavioral habit tracker, but does not guarantee closed sales or revenue. It's not for sales and revenue, but it is important as a behavioral habit tracker. Nowadays, how many of you have noticed that whenever you apply for a job or something, you get a notification saying a recruiter at TCS viewed your profile? How many of you have seen this kind of notification? That whenever you apply for a job, a recruiter has seen your profile. And you're like, my profile? What does my profile have? Nothing. Why did they see it? Because it's important as a behavioral habit tracker. They want to see your habits. They want to mail you just to see if you're authentic. They want to reach out to you in your DMs, not on Instagram, but on LinkedIn. Now that we know it's important for you, if you see the breakdown of your social selling index, 4 components of your score: establishing your professional brand. See, LinkedIn will never say personal brand because LinkedIn is a professional platform. So they will say professional brand. But in your professional brand or your personal brand, what is common word? What is that common word? The word is brand. The word is brand. And before this brand, the word is your. Out of 4 important data points in your social selling index, your brand is a component. If there are 4 pillars to make a building stand, your brand is first pillar. Now, how many of you got the proof that if you don't work on your personal brand, on your name, LinkedIn will never ever push you. Your industry rank will drop. Your network rank will drop. You have to be top 1% in your network. Your score has to be more than 60. In my case, I have built a personal brand. That's why my score for personal brand is high. But I did not find the right people. The reason being, can anyone tell me why I could not find the right people? Anyone? If you know me, you will know why my score is less. If you know me, you'll know. I'll tell you. I educate, I help young students build a career, but at the same time, I work in a full-time job. The connections that I have are CTOs, CEOs, and that confuses LinkedIn. And LinkedIn is not giving me score. And I know that. And I know that my score can easily cross 80 if I leave my job, if I remove all of these CEOs, CTOs, and crazy people that I have, and I just focus on students. I know LinkedIn will promote me, YouTube will promote me, you all will support me. I know for that reason, but I can't. I love my job. I love educating people. I want to do both. Hence the price I have to pay. There are so many people who have left their jobs and now focusing on only one thing, and now they have more followers on LinkedIn, more subscribers on YouTube, more brands paying them. I know that. I teach LinkedIn. I teach people. I know everything about the algorithm. Now imagine, this session is not about me. This session is about you. Should you be connecting with your college friend? Should you be connecting with your best friend from school? Should you be connecting with your teammates or batchmates or your manager? No. And that's what is hurting your LinkedIn profile. In today's session, I will not be teaching you how to create a LinkedIn profile. No, I can't. Why should I? Do you really expect me to tell you that, hey, go on my profile, go on me, go to viewer profile, go to this thing, go to this, and this is how you change your name on LinkedIn. This is how you change your headline. This is how you edit your about section. No. There are hundreds and thousands of videos that can help you build a LinkedIn profile, but today is all about LinkedIn personal branding workshop. How many of you got it now? Got it? Now that you have got it, I'll help you crack LinkedIn. The answer to cracking LinkedIn, the answer to getting a lot of jobs from LinkedIn is written in these question marks. How many of you have never seen these question marks before, or they have never clicked on these question marks before? Never done that? Never done that? Never seen this before? And that's the reason why you follow me. Because these secrets no one tells you. At least for free, no one tells. Even if paid, I can guarantee they did not know all these things. So let's go. 4 components to your score. Click. Establish your professional brand. Complete your profile with the customer in mind. Complete your profile with a customer in mind. Write it in the chat. For you, who is the customer in mind? Who is your target audience? HR, technical recruiter. So, write it on your pen and paper, using your pen and paper. Today, I will complete my profile with the customer in mind, with HR in mind, which means, should my LinkedIn profile have one of the places which has my resume, yes or no? Should my resume be there on my LinkedIn profile, yes or no? Yes, because HRs need the resume for your contact information, for what you have done. Yes, that's true. How do I add that? You go to your profile. There's something known as featured section. Okay, there's something known as featured section. How do I get the featured section? You go to add section, and inside this add section, the algorithm is given right in front of you. The core algorithm. Complete these core section to improve your visibility to recruiters and connections. How many of you never read this? The algorithm is written in front of you. Complete these core sections to improve your profile visibility to recruiters and connections. If you don't add education, if you don't add position, if you don't add services, if you don't add career break, if you don't have skills, your profile is not complete. But hey, I don't have a career break. That is fine. Add a 15 days career break. Because if you don't add it, if you don't complete this, your profile visibility to recruiters will never be high. You have to add a small career break. Add it for 15 days. How many of you agree that between two jobs or between finding a job, your career was on a break? How many of you agree? Yes, then why are you not putting it here? Why is everyone shy and worried about career breaks? Hey, that is important. You are a human. If you are a fresher, you had an internship. Between that internship and your job, maybe you had a 15 days break. In your career break, you can give a vacation break from my daily job. Complete this. Complete this. Then, recommended. Completing these sections will increase your credibility and give you access to more opportunities. If you know that completing these sections, for example, adding a featured or adding a connected app or adding a license and certification, why can't you add Train with Shubham license and certification here? You have completed Train with Shubham DevOps 0 to Hero. I will issue a license. I will issue a valid credential. It can be validated. I will give you a certificate. Why can't you add this and just complete this? Yesterday, people were asking, can I add Train with Shubham certificate to my resume? No. But on your LinkedIn, absolutely yes. LinkedIn is asking you to add licenses and certifications. Getting it? Add projects, add courses, add recommendations. How many of you have never recommended someone? You must have worked with your friends, your colleagues, your managers. But why did you never recommend them? If you have never recommended them, LinkedIn thinks of you as a very, very reserved person, not a team player. You don't have to mention that I am a team player. You have to give recommendations to your team. That's how the algorithm thinks. Else, anyone who is just working in a one team person can say, I am a team player. I have one team, one person team. I am only my team. I am a team player. That's not a team player. That's a self-employed single person company. But you are a team player. You are a quick learner. How are you a quick learner if you don't have any courses or certifications? How can people not know about you, or how can people know about you if you have not added a featured, if you have not been featured anywhere? Additional, add even more personality to your profile. How many of you wrote personality here is what recruiter is looking in you? How many of you see that recruiters look for personality? If LinkedIn is saying add even more personality to your profile, Is this a proof that LinkedIn is also asking you to build a professional brand? Recruiters don't take career breaks positively. They question it for immediate joiners. Even they question for 15 days too. Really? Ashwini, Vishaka, really? I have a 3 months break in my career. Did it impact me? Don't think that I am different. I also have the same blood which you have. Maybe the blood group can be different, but I am no different person. I have a career break. I have never faced it. Getting it? You come to me with excuses, I will prove you wrong with data points. Is what I do. There's a reason why I was able to do what I am doing is reduce noise. People will say 110 things. Career break is for 3 months. But after this career break, I worked as a software developer. I worked as a consultant. I worked as a visiting faculty member. I worked as a lead developer. I worked as a Python developer. I worked as a data engineering, DevOps, development and DevOps senior backend engineer. I worked as a platform engineer remotely. I was the first hire of AWS India as a developer advocate. I was the first hire of Temporal. Your career break doesn't define your skill set. No? Your career break doesn't define your skill set. If your entire profile is just career break, and if you are out of these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Out of these 18 things, if you're just focusing on career break, what do you call yourself? You call yourself someone who is not confident. Getting it? You have to be confident. You have to reduce the noise. You have to just accept the signals. Adding education is a signal. Adding position is a signal. Adding services is a signal. Adding skill is a signal. Adding projects, licenses, connected app features is a signal. Recommendations is a signal. It's all signal. They question you why you left your current organization without offer. That's noise. You can just say, I am looking for a challenging opportunity. I was laid off. My role was impacted. Why you don't have brains or what to answer these questions? Or you just go blank when these kind of questions are asked. Nowadays you have AI. Copy your question. What if a recruiter asks why you left your current org without offer? What answer will make my career gap look in my and company's favor? Does this really matter? Let's see from the data. Leaving a position without a job lined up is far more common than it used to be. Grow up. We are living in a very different world. This is not 2018. Getting it? They aren't trying to trick you. They want to assess your risk profile. Was it performance? Was it interpersonal conflict? Was it strategic choice? Yes, it matters, but not for the reasons that you think. Recruiters don't inherently care that you took a break. They care about why and what you did with that time. What concerns them is impulse. For example, you and your manager had a debate and you're like, "Chal bhag," and you slapped your manager and you took a career break. That's a concern. But what reassures them? Ownership, strategic planning, clear goals, continuous upskilling, and professional grace towards your employer. You have to be grateful to your employer. Even if it was a layoff, you can say, I had the best learning experience in my previous organization. For my constant upskilling and the org restructure, they had to lay me off. But in this time, in the last 3 months of my career break, I took AWS Solutions Architect exam. I could clear it. Because of that, I could build 3 more projects which are featured on my LinkedIn profile. How does that sound? Rather than saying something like, what did she say? Recruiter don't take career break positively. Change your perspective, please. I want you all to genuinely grow. And I want everyone to grow in this life. See this. I loved my time at company where I delivered solid value. However, as I committed to transitioning fully into DevOps, I realized that mastering core this, I made a deliberate choice to step away so that I could upskill full time. AI is not a hypothetical thing. This is coming from past data. How many of you agree? A large language model is basically trained on past data. This is not hypothetical things. This is past data. People have written it. People have done it. My primary objective was to stabilize and deploy. Once that objective was filled, I took it as a natural juncture to evaluate my next career leap. Many people are moving from support to DevOps. As my role as a support engineer was finished at my XYZ company, I took it as a career leap. I took a career break of 3 months. I upskilled for DevOps. I built projects as a freelancer. I genuinely put my efforts, and here is what I am doing. Sayyed Anwash, I have switched my career from HR to IT professional. See, this is what I am talking about. Whenever you say they take career breaks negatively, you're generalizing it. Don't do that. You can say, when I applied for X company and in that company, one of the recruiters said that. Now people will understand, okay, out of 50,000 companies and 20,000 HRs, one of them said that to you. Don't generalize things. That's the mindset difference I want to bring to India. India is full of these people. In India, people are generic. There are no jobs for freshers. Hey, just because you did not get that fresher job does not mean others have not got that job. How many of you agree? We need to evolve our mindsets. You are building a personal brand. Imagine how many fights you have to do in order to do this. You have to fight your own people. I am not enjoying fighting with you all. But you have to do it. Because my goal is to help youth. I have to be rude to you. I have to be harsh to you. I have to give you facts. I have to give you data. Then only I will be able to help youth. I have to make these videos. I have to educate you. Don't take it negatively. I hope you don't take it negatively. Okay? Thank you. Yesterday I kind of scolded Rihan for asking a doubt that can a DevOps resume be used for cloud engineering? Now that I have completed my sleep, now that I am in my particular mood. No, you can't use your DevOps resume for a cloud engineer job because the roles and responsibilities, the job description is different. So the point I was trying to make was every job description, every resume should cater to that job description. So DevOps and cloud engineer are different jobs. So that's the thing. Do you know what happened yesterday? You won't believe. And that's why I am, publicly apologizing and everything. I'll show you something very interesting. Very, very interesting thing. I'll show you something. I don't know if you will believe or not, but this is not fake. And this is not to demean anyone. This is just to show you how personal brand matters. सर आज का बिहेवियर मुझे अच्छा नहीं लगा सर, आपने सही नहीं किया मेरे साथ. This is a comment on my YouTube video. This is a public comment made on my YouTube video. Okay, see, amazing guy, amazing person, no hate, nothing. But do you realize that the moment you go against your motto, your happy learning becomes angry learning? Your target audience understands. This is not about Rehan, this is not about Gen Zs, this is not about anyone. This is not something that I've taken personally. I may have. I'm crying. But do you know the reality? This is what personal brand is. You can't break your personal brand, be it on LinkedIn, be it on videos, be it on anything. Getting it? You have to give the brand value. There is one guy, for some reason I have 4.9 rating on, if you go TWS Love. So I call it TWS Love because I know people love the way we learn. There is a reason why I have 4.9 rating. There's a reason why 234 people gave me 4.9 rating. In fact, 233 people gave me 5 rating. There is one person who gave me 1 rating. The reason? I scolded that person in a live class. That's the price you have to pay. That's the price you have to pay. Mayur Shelar guy. He was very rude on call. #attitude. Mayur Shelar took another Gmail account. Sir ne reply nahi diya, Shubham sir ignored me. Now I don't want to demean Mayur Shelar by any ways. I don't want anyone to hate this guy. I don't want to do anything about this. But can you see how a personal brand going against their values can impact? Just because it was my mistake, I was very rude on call. My goal is happy learning, not angry learning. Understanding it. Now imagine the posts that you all have been making. Day 25 or these posts that you all have been making. These posts that you all have been making, does it reflect your persona, yes or no? Or is that AI generated post? Ask yourself. If a genuine human like Rehan, Mayur can be human enough to take out time from their busy schedule to write a review, write a comment if they did not like something, will HR, who is getting paid to filter out AI, filter out bad persona, filter out synthetic data or fake data. How many of you got my point? I don't want to stretch this point, but how many of you got my point? I don't want to stretch that point. You all have been doing amazing work. I don't want to make you feel down or something. I don't want to pinpoint anyone that please stop making AI content. That is hurting your profile. Please don't use chat GPT generated images. That's hurting your AI content. That's hurting your score. I don't want to say all those things. I just want to say that have a personality. Let's say, okay, I'll show you something interesting. Did I post something in the last 1.5 hours? Did I open LinkedIn and I posted something in front of you? No, right? No, I did not. But somehow, 1 hour back, this is what happens when 450 register and 150 devs learn about agentic AI, large language model, and durable execution on a Saturday afternoon. Hey, do I have a team to handle my personal brand? No, absolutely not. I don't want someone else's brain on my personal brand. That will hurt even more. I just schedule my post. Why do I schedule my post? I know that I might be busy at 9:30 a.m. How many of you realize I generally post on 9:30 a.m. only? I don't know if you realized or not, but always 9:30 a.m. Why? Why? Two reasons. Always two reasons. Because one is not enough. First reason is newspaper. One reason is newspaper. Hey, what is this new reason? Newspaper. How many of you have observed their fathers at home every morning 6 a.m. going to that door or gate of your home and picking up the newspaper? I don't know if you have, but I have a feeling that you have observed. Every single day. And that is known as behavior. You recognize people from their behavior. For example, how do you recognize your mother? I'll show you. How do I recognize my mother? Let's say she's sipping her tea. She sips tea with a proper stare. I don't know why. I don't know if you have observed your mothers. If they're sipping tea, she don't blink. She never does. I don't know if you can relate or not. That's behavior. You have to understand recruiter behavior. You have to understand student behavior. You have to understand your audience behavior. And my way of doing that was newspaper. Whenever my newspaper guy did not throw the newspaper at the right time, my father was restless. How many of you have such... how many of your fathers does that? Oh, how many of your fathers? You have one father only, okay. So have you seen your father being restless if there is no newspaper? Hey, today the newspaper guy did not come. And suddenly the respect for newspaper guy increases. What could have happened? Because even if it is rain, snowing, earthquake, or whatever, newspaper guy is there. And that is why I have one of the highest respect to newspaper. I don't read at all, but I have very high respect to newspapers and the newspaper vendors because they are consistent. Time consistent, behavior consistent, everything consistent. They have made my father the way he is. Newspaper. Yes. My father is the product of the newspaper. Now imagine if for the newspaper vendor and the newspaper, the target audience is fathers of India, can you take inspiration from that? Have you ever thought about newspaper in that way? Not yet. Second point. Algorithm. If you go to SSI score, become a thought leader by publishing meaningful posts. How many of you have not posted in the last 7 days? How many of you have not posted in the last 7 days? Your job as a newspaper guy is gone. Your target audience has lost you. You're not a thought leader. So basically, your leadership quality which a recruiter is looking into you is gone. Because you're not a thought leader. Go to the second question mark. Identify better prospect in less time using efficient search and research tools. How many of you have used this search bar to find people or find jobs? You have used? Let me prove you wrong with some facts. Let me prove you wrong. Now everyone like, yeah, this guy. I'll prove you wrong. Let's say I want to search for a DevOps job. Okay. Or let's say I want to search for a DevOps engineer or a, let's say, hiring manager. I want to search for a hiring manager. Okay. Done. Great. Nice. From those hiring managers, am I looking for people, posts, companies, jobs, groups, courses, products, schools, events, or services? Let me know. People, I'll select people. Done. Now you are here. We are hiring senior talent partner, recruitment lead, manager. Great. Noise. All of this is noise. I want signal. I'll go to all filters. Now this is signal. What location are you looking for? I am looking for Bangalore and Pune. Also Pune, Pimpri Chinchwad because I stay there. Which companies are you looking for? How many of you got my point? The point is, identify better prospects in less time using efficient search and research tools. What you all have been doing is this and not this. Now industries, technology, IT services, service category, HR, location, remote. Or maybe I want US, United States jobs. That's how I found temporal, or maybe temporal found me. Anything. Show results. Signal. Got it? Signal. Because noise has been reduced. Noise has gone. Noise gone. I am only looking for IT. I am only looking for United States. Let's say I want for Bangalore. Signal. Capgemini, these people. Pure signal. See now, Amit Kumar. Free account don't have all filter options. Okay. How many of you think I will ever go for LinkedIn Premium? I don't have LinkedIn Premium because if LinkedIn is giving me these many followers, if LinkedIn is giving me these kind of jobs like Amazon, remote, and all stuff, why will I spend money if I'm getting all this for free? If I'm getting this without premium. So, if you are making a statement that this kind of filter is only for paid, do you want me to give a hour-long lecture again on please don't spread misinformation? No, right? You don't want to waste time. You want real value from my time as well, right? Okay? Great. Got it? How you can identify better prospects in less time using efficient search and research tools. Now, the moment I use these search and research tools and I, let's say, engage with Muhammad Arif, I connect with them and I add a note, I get 3 invitations, I can send them message for free. I can send them message for free without a LinkedIn Premium 3 times a month. How many of you did not know about this feature? That whenever you connect, whenever you message someone, you get a free message. Great. But you get 3 more free messages if you add a personalized note. 3 more. So now I have 4 messages which I can send. How does note help? This is the message. So whenever someone is sending me a connection request, my instant attention goes to the people who have these. For example, Ghanshyam Kadam, grateful to have session today at GenAI Foundation event at EPAM. The question is, yesterday I had a session in the morning. Yesterday I had a session in the evening. How did this guy attend a session at GenAI Foundation event at EPAM? The reason is personal brand. I want to educate, I want to help you by making videos. So I worked 9 to 12, 12 to 6, and 7 to 10. So the entire 12 hours where I was awake yesterday, I was working to educate, I was working to help youth, I was working on making videos. No breaks. Half of it was free. The morning resume session was completely free of cost. The afternoon in-person meetup was free of cost. In fact, I paid for people to come there. You have to take that extra effort if you are building a personal brand. You have to take that extra effort. This is not from some other day. This is just after your resume session. I think minutes after your resume session. I had this kind of plate ready. I ate and I left. I came back and I started teaching Linux advanced session for global audience. You have to do that. How many of you think you are doing that for your target audience? Leave me. How many of you think you are doing this kind of effort for your target audience? Genuinely. How many of you genuinely think you are doing this kind of efforts for your target audience? I want to give you a 15-minute break to think about your personal brand, your target audience, your goal, the problems that you solve, and how do you solve it. So there's a question, should I remove HR connection from my LinkedIn profile as I'm a DevOps engineer? So you will be doing opposite. You need to have HR as your connections. That will make you closer to your target audience, right? Okay. How many of you in the first half of this session got to know why algorithm favors personal brand? So much efforts I took to explain or to prove 2 points. LinkedIn promotes personal brand. Simple. That's it. Okay. Great. Now, I want to give you a few hacks, tips, tricks to help you. For example, go to this ad section, go to recommended, go to add featured. Okay. Now you can just click on this plus. How many of you can link their projects in their LinkedIn profile? How many of you have not linked their GitHub profile or they have not linked their portfolio website to LinkedIn? No, right? You haven't. So if you go to featured, if you just click on plus, you can add a featured post. You can add a newsletter, you can add an article, you can add a link, you can add attachment, image, or add a document. So why not add a document of the resume that you built yesterday? And you can directly say Shubham Londe's resume for DevOps engineering. How many of you have never thought about this? That I could feature my resume on my LinkedIn profile. Or add a link. Now, whenever you paste a link, let's say I want to link TrainWithShubham.ai because this is the latest offering from TrainWithShubham. Whenever I add a link and I add it, thumbnail is coming like this. I want my personal thumbnail. I can just go here and edit it to whatever looks great. Whatever looks great, I can edit it to. I like this photo, I can do it. If I want to add descriptions, I can add descriptions. Getting it? Done. Now I have AI powered course linked to whenever any learner who wants to upskill for AI, for DevOps, they will see this DevOps Zero to Hero AI powered. How cool is this? that I can have 3 links or 2 links or posts, and I can remove, edit. For example, this becomes now redundant. I can remove. Done. So everything that makes sense to me, I have kept. Rest, it's removed. So I am very carefully curating my profile. Getting it? I'm keeping my profile, I'm building my profile with the customer in mind. I wrote a post on Google that I got into Google Developer Expert. I have this DevOps 0 to Hero upcoming sessions. I could feature on New York Times Square, and then I got a chance to visit that same place again. So I like those things. Projects for DevOps engineers, I should keep that even ahead. So I can edit it and I can keep it ahead. I can reorder it. So I want the projects to be coming even up. So that everyone who is visiting my profile gets the best value. Done. Now does my profile look the way I want it to look? My personal brand is there. My about section tells my words which I want to say. This is not AI generated. I've given free resources, paid resources, DM me roadmap, or join the next live batch. This is the next batch. This is the project that you must try. This is what I do. And this shows that I have been posting every day. I have been posting every day. 4 days ago, 2 days ago, 2 days ago, 1 day ago, 1 hour ago. My experience, everything is full. And that has helped me make my profile a all-star profile. All-star profile means everything is complete in my profile. Getting it? Plus, if I want a special URL for my profile, I can personalize my URL as well. So generally, LinkedIn gives you some random numbers after your URL. So for example, Altamash has shared their LinkedIn profile with me. So Altamash has these numbers. I don't want these numbers. These numbers don't add any value to me. So I can go to edit your profile and I can go to edit your custom URL and I can just edit. So Shubham London 1996 is something which I like. You can keep your own name. So I always like name, surname and a number. I like that. This is known as alphanumeric. Okay, so I like this. Your custom URL must contain 3 to 100 letters or numbers. Please do not use. Okay. Getting it? So read all those things. Create a badge. Okay. Promote your profile by adding a badge to your blog, online, resume, or website. Copy and paste this following script. So whenever you copy this particular thing will give you this kind of badge. So let's say you have a portfolio website. In that portfolio website, you can have this kind of badge. And this is the code for that. My point is, I have a feeling that you have not explored LinkedIn enough. How many of you also have the same feeling? Maybe you have not explored LinkedIn enough. If you go to settings and privacy, if you go to data privacy, there is this thing, job seeking preferences, resume and job application data. Have you updated your resume here? I have 11 resumes updated. Now, do you have share your profile when you click apply for job on? Do you have signal your interest to recruiters at companies you have created job on? So all these things, visibility and all these things, for example, I will not open my blocked member list, so you'll get to know. But I love blocking the managers I don't want to work with. I love blocking the people who I don't want should read my content. There are so many people because of whom you have a fear that, hey, what if I start posting about DevOps and my testing manager sees that? How many of you have this fear? They have. What if my colleagues got to know that I am looking for a job? And that's the problem every young individual has. They have this personal image. How many of you agree that you have this personal image that you have to portray? That my personal image is I work as a software engineer or I work as a support engineer and I work in a company. I can't disturb my image that I am this guy and I want to go into DevOps. And that's why you don't post anything. And this is known as spotlight effect. Okay? So what is a spotlight effect? The spotlight effect is a cognitive bias. Do you know what is a bias? You must have heard that this person is biased. So spotlight effect is a cognitive bias. Cognitive means mind, cognition, brain. It's our own bias where people believe others notice and judge their actions or appearance much more than they actually do. So, you believe that people will judge you, but in reality, they don't. Philosophically, it reflects our deep-seated egocentrism, that human tendency to experience the world exclusively from your own internal center point. You think everyone is looking at you only. Spotlight is on you only. I'll tell you something which will blow your mind. This spotlight effect is for real. How many of you agree? This spotlight effect is for real. Everyone thinks that everyone is watching me. Now, what does that mean? What does that mean? It'll blow your mind. You, your manager, your colleague, your recruiter, everyone thinks that spotlight is on them. Did you understand? As everyone thinks spotlight is on them, everyone has this notion, okay, what if my image gets disturbed? What is this? And in reality, no one has spotlight on others. Isn't this crazy? That the fear that you have is actually the fear of this guy as well. The moment you break this fear, you are free. And this guy is still in fear. This guy is still in fear. The person who breaks free from this spotlight effect becomes the top 1%. Because the 99% are still inside the spotlight. Getting it? The moment you break free from the spotlight effect, you're automatically in the top 1%. Now, go crack 90 days of DevOps. Crack that DevOps job. Build those projects. Connect with those HRs. Build a LinkedIn profile that people keep searching, keep looking for. That's what I have learned in the last few years. Google, Amazon. As a boy who is from Lucknow, on all my life I was just speaking Hindi. I took that as a tool. No one in India is teaching DevOps in Hindi. I am good in Hindi. I'll teach DevOps in Hindi. Build a brand, build a personal brand. Think what you can do to be outside of these people. Everyone, I had so much spotlight effect that, hey, what if people will say that, hey, you don't even know English? What a shame. How you will crack all these companies and so on? You don't even know English. I was like, okay, let them think. I will go and create Hindi content. I broke the spotlight effect. Now I can teach in Hindi and English as well on my terms. I don't want to teach Hindi. I can stop it. I want to teach English. I can. Tomorrow I want to start Marathi. Who stops me? Who cares? I don't have the spotlight on me. Even if I start speaking somewhere, it's fine. No one is watching, it's completely fine. You have to keep that mindset, else people will eat you. Your mind will eat you. Getting it? Now that I have your attention, go to your course on TrainWithShubham.com. Go to your course. Log into your account. Okay? Log into your account. Go to your DevOps Interview Pro. Now, if you want to create a LinkedIn profile, I have created a workshop on how to build a LinkedIn profile. DevOps के लिए अगर ठीक है आप लोग how न्यूज़पेपर नहीं LinkedIn profile I have built everything. People might not reach out saying कि हर कोई तो इस पे जा ही रहा है. You can see that मेरी कंपनी क्यों ही अलग होगी and so on. You can do that. Okay. Now, should I review your LinkedIn profile? Should I review your LinkedIn profile? Absolutely you want that. Absolutely want that. You are 200 people. I am one person. How will I do that? So whatever knowledge I have for my LinkedIn review, I have transferred it on skills.sh. So if you search for LinkedIn Train with Shubham, or if you just search Train with Shubham, you will find, oh, it's a resume review mock interview. Okay. So I think the LinkedIn profile review is not there. Go to Train with Shubham Git DevOps and Cloud Community on GitHub. So we have an organization. Go to repositories and search for agent skills. And this agent skills, I have a LinkedIn review skill as well. Okay, LinkedIn review skill. Now open Claude. Open Claude. Open Claude. Okay. Now you can have Claude paid version. You can have a free version as well. Olama, use it for free. Better to go for paid if you want to invest in your career. And just do install the LinkedIn review skill from this GitHub profile. So this is the GitHub profile. I have shared it in the chat. I will be sharing it in the chat. Okay. Go to this particular skill, install the LinkedIn review skill, enter. Now your Claude code, your AI agent will take my skills of reviewing a LinkedIn profile. Okay. So it will now install that skill. You can just write a normal prompt that, hey, install LinkedIn review skill from this particular repo. Okay. Now, what I want you all to do is, please don't share your LinkedIn profile in the chat or on my DM or on my email. Okay. So I have the LinkedIn skill now. LinkedIn review skill I have installed in my system. How many of you got it? Got the link? Great. Now you have to go to your LinkedIn profile. Okay. Complete your profile. Without completing, don't come to me. Okay. Complete your profile. Once you complete it, go to these three dots. Save to PDF. Save it. Saved it. Profile 3. Rename this as Shubham Londe LinkedIn profile August 2026. Okay. So basically, every month you should have your LinkedIn profile reviewed. Okay. So I'll go here. User Shubham Londe, download Shubham Londe LinkedIn August 2026 PDF. Can you do a LinkedIn? Can you do a /LinkedIn review on this profile? How cool is this? That you have your LinkedIn profile. Now an AI agent can't scrape that profile. You download that profile as PDF. You download that profile as PDF. So the entire thing, whichever is in your profile, the entire thing comes into PDF. So Shubham, it basically builds a resume for you. A very, very detailed resume is built. Done. Now, once you do this, just press enter. Can you do a LinkedIn review on this profile? So now my skill, my knowledge, my experience, whatever I have put into that skill LinkedIn review will be loaded. Now what is a skill? Skill is like a big prompt which has all the information, all the context, all the knowledge, skills, everything that I have transferred it to AI. Think of it like my clone. So my clone is now loaded. My skill of LinkedIn review is now loaded. Now it will start reviewing my profile. With that review, I'll get to know what are the improvements and so on. So what I'll be doing, whatever I teach, DevOps, AI, LinkedIn review, resume review, I will be building these skills and I will be making it all public. Learn. And then I will take a small break and I'll just go to Vrindavan or something and I'll relax. Or I can come again next weekend and teach you live. So it depends on me, right? It depends on me. I don't have the spotlight on me. Have that confidence in life. Have that time in life that if you want, you can. If you don't want, it's fine. Have that confidence. Okay? What I learned in the last 9 to 10 years that I'm in industry, almost 9 years, is you are valued on the time, the skills, the efforts that you give. The more the time, the skills, the effort you give to find a job, you will get that job. The more the time, the effort, the skill you put in to build a resume, you will build a better resume. Everything is with you. Be confident, be self-aware. Knowledge and education is the key to success. Hard work is the key. Consistency is the key. Getting it? There is no limiting belief. If you keep a limiting belief that I can't do something or can I do something, it won't help. Always ask, how can I do this? What are the steps needed to do this? And once you do that, once you achieve that, you will be unstoppable. You will get all the jobs that you want. You'll get all the success you want. Everything you'll get. Just don't stop believing in yourself. If you have any questions, you can ask in the chat. I wanted to keep this session as whatever knowledge I have on LinkedIn, I should be transferring to you. I will extend this session by 5 more minutes. I want to share how do I think before writing a post on LinkedIn. Because what I see is everyone is doing day 25 of 90, day 6 of 90 and so on. So I'll share what thought I have while writing. So I'll do that now. While my AI agent is reviewing, I have time to do my stuff. Let's do something. Let's click on post impressions. Okay. So this is my content in the last 7 days. Just see the top performing post. So woke up to a full inbox of Guru Purnima and I'm so grateful. So if you see, the first 2 lines is important. How many of you agree that the photo and the first 2 lines is, no one reads more than that. If your first 2 lines are compelling enough, then only people will click on these 3 dots. I'll show you the real example. So for example, Tim, he is our SVP at Temporal. Few years ago, putting our name on a Premier League t-shirt wouldn't have made sense. Wow. So Temporal's name is on a Premier League shirt. Temporal and Crystal Palace Football Club. Great. Looks amazing. I will definitely click on see more. Looks great. I might click on the link. I might like. Does it look AI generated? See, you are human. You are intelligent. You are aware. You can differentiate what is AI, what is not AI. You can understand like this, that this is a natural language post. This is a human post. Learn the database trusted to ensure uptime for the planet's most demanding enterprise. Get your free copy of CockroachDB. Would you ever click on this? Maybe you will because there is a free copy written. Maybe you might because there's a free thing written. But most of it looks not natural. You are not just coders. You are not just engineers. We are builders. Great. What an incredible experience at Mac Admins Meet. I'm thrilled to look back this success. Okay. Certified Kubernetes Administrator done. No multiple choice, no theory, just a live cluster real product. Great. So people will congratulate. Can you see the impressions? Congratulations. Boarding for Seattle to meet the heroes every trip. So puts me in a room with, no. Now, one more thing. Is this line AI generated? Yes, it is. Sad but true. She's my friend.
I know she will understand. This is AI generated. Why? Because AI gives this M dashes. And whenever you have M dashes, your reach decreases. Your reach decreases. Even if you have a photo, even if you have everything best. So, heroes, Seattle, US, crazy, won't work. Emojis won't work. Laughing emojis with some kind of funny things will work. Because people like to laugh. Might work. Excited to share I've transitioned into role of DevOps engineer as Mintus. People will congratulate. Getting it? That how I am looking at these things. How I am looking at these posts. I built a complete end-to-end CI/CD project from developer's laptop to a live Kubernetes deployment and open sourced the entire thing. How cool is this? That this guy built an entire pipeline and open sourced it. And in the open source, I can see there are 18 photos with everything. I will not only like it, but I will repost it as well. As the moment you repost it, your post gets even more reach. So my mindset is, if you make content that can be reposted, you are on the right path. Now imagine you're doing 90 days of DevOps every day. Will someone repost your 90 days of DevOps? Think. Will you repost someone's 90 days of DevOps? But should I stop doing 90 days of DevOps? No. That's a challenge. You should do it. But do it in such a way. For example, take this example as your 90 days of DevOps day 5, let's say, day 5. So let's say, what is your 90 days of DevOps day 5? 90 days of DevOps day 5. Linux troubleshooting drill, CPU, memory and logs. So task is run a focused troubleshooting drill, capture quick health snapshots, trace logs, write a mini runbook. Can you write a post like this? I wrote a mini runbook describing Linux troubleshooting with CPU, and this entire 20-page PDF, I have made it open source. Does it sound better than day 5 of my 90 days of DevOps journey? Again, I'm not pinpointing fingers. I am just, as a teacher, trying to explain you that you can get better reach. You can get better recruiters, better audience watching your hard work. Just the wordings have to be changed. This is better wordings, good knowledge. Repo link in the first comment. I will definitely go to the first comment. I'll open the repo. And if that guy had written, please like this comment so that it shows on top, I would have loved the comment as well. But isn't that the format for 90 days of DevOps? Just curious. So if you go to 90 days of DevOps, share your day 5 progress on LinkedIn, post 2 to 3 lines on the checks you ran, share the service you inspected, use hashtags. Where does it mention about a specific format for 90 days of DevOps? Did I? I'll tell you why everyone is doing day 1 of 90 days of DevOps, day 2 of, because some guy on internet did that. Some guy on internet did that and you saw that and you are like, hey, what is this guy doing? I will also do it. So 90 days of DevOps became a chain reaction. Now everyone is doing day 1 of my 90 days, day 2 of my 90 days. And that became like a trend. In fact, if you just go on Gemini, what is this 90 days of DevOps in India? What is this 90 days of DevOps in India? In India, 90 Days of DevOps primarily refers to a massively popular open source community challenge and learning initiative designed to help students, developer IT. The challenge roots back to global open source initiative like Michael Cates of, but it became a huge viral moment across Indian tech through creators like Shubham Londe. So somehow it became popular, and now everyone has this way of doing 90 days of DevOps challenge. That's how human minds work. They see something is working, they think that, okay, if I post in some way, I will also get a job. But the reality is, generations change, algorithms change, attention spans change. Am I right or am I right? The things around you change. You have to change as well. In 2023, day 1 out of 90 DevOps or DevOps, it worked. People got job and people use this 90 days of DevOps open source to crack amazing companies. So Rishikesh, Mashitkar, this guy, can you see just this part? Can you see just this part of Rishikesh? Does it show a personal brand? Rishikesh, his name, his work, his contact number, his email, his portfolio website. He's a DevOps engineer helping organization with DevOps and orchestration. These are the skills he knows. Yes or no? You will be crazy knowing about Rishikesh. Link to his GitHub, link to his Kubernetes cheat sheet, link to his DevOps project. February 2023, I asked them that, hey, why don't you add your DevOps Zero to Hero? First batch, December 2022. This is not today's work that I am doing. I am teaching, I am helping people since 2022. So if you find me rude, if you do, these are the ways I help you get a job. It's all acting that I'm doing. If you meet me in person, I don't even speak. I'm a very shy person. So volunteering community lead December 22 to August. So 2 years he was just working on Discord, on the community, building the community for Train with Shubham. Now the next thing will be even mind-blowing. Education, Bachelor of Commerce, BCom, in Gadchiroli. July 2022 is when Rishikesh completed his bachelor's and came to me. Bhaiya, everyone is saying in freshers we don't get job in IT. Can you help me? I'm like, okay. BCom, DevOps engineer Spandan, LinkedIn helped me get this job. DevOps engineer Volkswagen. Rishikesh. Getting it, the power of personal branding, the power of community. the power of consistency. When he met me, when Rishikesh, nowadays he's not posting. I think 5 months ago he posted something from Abhishek. But when he used to post, amazing work he used to post. Amazing stuff. He used to. So I even gifted him this keyboard and my personal t-shirt, which I never give to anyone because I have very few and I have to take a lot of classes. So I had to give him for his hard work. I even invited him to train with this studio because of his hard work. If you know Sandeep Das and all these, the same studios, you see books and over there. 2 years back. So if you do the hard work, you will get rewarded. That's what I'm trying to say. But you have to do that hard work. And LinkedIn, personal branding, this entire thing which I taught is the answer. Now let's see if my agent was able to review my profile. Crazy. It did review my profile. Karishma, I know Shivam. Oh, that's great. Yes, he has talked about you. And he has also told me that from Karishma, I got the feedback that Shubham teaches XYZ. Just kidding. Okay. Small world. So this is the entire feedback on my DevOps, my LinkedIn profile. Let's see. So LinkedIn profile review for Shubham Londe. I'll review my own profile because there are hundreds and thousands of you. Take this tool and review your own profile. 2 things you're doing genuinely well. I want to be specific because they are rare. First, the hook. Now the problem, you're not invisible. You're miscategorized. Got it. I know that my profile is miscategorized because I am doing a Monday to Friday job and Saturday, Sunday, I am doing my personal business. So I have mixed Shubham Londe and Train with Shubham. And that is why miscategorized. That's why my profile is not that great as other creators. And I'm completely fine with it. I'm fine. As long as my team where I work full time, if they are happy, Saturday, Sunday, my students are happy, my family is happy, I am very happy. I don't want millions of followers. I don't want brands sponsored posts, and I don't want that. So that's the choice you have to make whenever you are on social media. Okay. Now, how many of you can see there is a score breakdown? There is a score breakdown. My profile has got a score of 11 out of 15. So Train with Shubham has no experience entry. I have never written that I am a founder at Train with Shubham. Oh shit. I did not realize that I am a founder of a company. Oh, oops. Okay. I don't have words. Maybe the reason I don't want to write it because I don't find myself as a founder or business or something. It's okay. It's fine. I'm a 9 to 5 person, and as a hobby I teach. It's okay. Discoverability and keywords. Kubernetes appears nowhere on a DevOps brand profile. I should add that. Because one of my videos, it's called, surprisingly, it's called Kubernetes in one shot. If you search, it somehow is built by me only. And it has around 10,000 and it has good. I should add that. I should add that right now. I should add that. So add a link, paste the link, add it. Kubernetes in one shot. And in the description, whatever description I have. See, whatever you have to do, do it quick. Don't think, I will do it later. Later never comes. Okay? Save it. Now can you see? Now the Kubernetes stuff will resolve this particular dimension of my review. Agree? Kubernetes appears nowhere on a DevOps brand profile. Oh no, I did not have Kubernetes. Crazy. Headline. Your strongest dimension hook is near perfect. Headline underuses the slot. Oh, I could add more stuff. Experience quality 4. 0 quantified outcome across 10 roles. Current role is unedited announcement. I will fix that. So how many of you attended yesterday's resume building session? You attended, right? In that session, I had mentioned about quantifiable outcomes or star method, numbers. So it is saying that those numbers are missing. So I had added those numbers in my resume, but I forgot to add it in LinkedIn. Glad that I have that agent, all of my knowledge given to that agent. Now that agent will help me to build my profile better. Wow. What an amazing time to be an engineer. Imagine, you must have heard your father saying, in our times, we used to swim across oceans just to learn ABCD. Now see this. You don't have to go anywhere. You can directly sit at your home and do this. Resume consistency, not scored, no resume provided. So always, whenever you are giving a resume and a LinkedIn profile, you can get a better review. So I did not give. So I got a 50% grade F. Oh no, I got a very bad score for my LinkedIn profile. How bad this looks that I am here to teach you LinkedIn, but I scored so bad. There is a reason for it. In the last few years, I could not update a lot of my LinkedIn profile. Also, my LinkedIn profile is divided into two things. If you realize my posts, if you realized, this is about durable execution. Nowhere does it mention about DevOps. This is related to serverless workers on temporal. My job is as a developer advocate at temporal. So this LinkedIn profile is now redirected to temporal. Again, serverless. This is for my learners and it got 20,000 impressions. This is again temporal. Okay. Again, serverless. This is for the protests. See, got impressions. So I have to make a very hard decision because my LinkedIn profile is divided into two segments. One is my personal brand and one is my office work. And that is why I have got this grade. Don't make that mistake. I can afford to make that mistake because you know. Okay? But you can't afford to make this mistake. How many of you agree? I don't want to stretch this point. But how many of you understand that you have to keep, you know how horses, they have blinds here. They don't know what is going somewhere else. I can't have those blinds. I have to keep my job as well as this community. So that's why this score. Okay. My estimated SSI score is 76, but my real SSI score is even less. Okay. So can you see SSI score is also calculating. So my skill also involves SSI score. How many of you did not know about SSI score if they had not heard about it from me? Okay. So my agent skill of LinkedIn review has SSI included. So don't worry about it. Even if I don't take these kind of LinkedIn session again, you have that agent, you know everything. So whatever I know, whatever I might forget as well, that agent knows. Okay? All good. How many of you know the 7 deadly sins? So similarly, I have built 7 deadly sins for LinkedIn as well. If you have job title only in headline, that's a sin. Some people, what they do, DevOps engineer at TCS. Your experience also tells that you're a DevOps engineer at TCS. Why are you using that to promote TCS again in your headline? So don't write job title in your headline. Never. No hook about. In your about section, your about section should have a hook. So this hook, I have 2,500 engineers landed DevOps and cloud jobs through TrainWithShubham. If you are in the room, this profile is for you. This is a hook. If you read this and you find it valuable, then only you will click on more. And then I tell what I do. And then I give a call to action. Have you seen this kind of psychology before? Generally what people do, about section, DevOps engineer with 5 years of experience. That's not a hook. That's bore. Okay. So incomplete profile. Oh, a few things on my profile are incomplete. Underusing skills or wrong top 3. My skills. What are my skills? So these are my top skills. DevOps, development, teaching, Amazon Web Services, generative AI. Maybe I have not put Kubernetes, and that's why it says I have committed a sin. No recommendation or verified workplace. Oh, my workplace is not verified? Where do I verify my workplace? So there is something known as verify your workplace. It adds this thing. Oh, this is verified. View Shubham's verification. Shubham joined on this verification. Oh, yes. All add an identification too. So I've added all my verifications. Maybe that is not present. I've added my company verification. So maybe that is not present in this particular PDF. That's why this says no verification. Can be possible, right? Because AI did not find the verified badge on the PDF. Dead activity, if you're not posting anything, you're committing a sin. I am clean because I post every day. I did not post my resume, that's why it's not checked. Okay. So highlights, you have to give your highlights, lowlights. Train with Shubham is not in your experience session. People might think that I am faking Train with Shubham. I'm not a Train with Shubham founder. Someone else is Train with Shubham founder, and this guy is impersonating that person. I should add something. How many of you got it? That whatever problem is in my each and every section, my agent will review it and give you suggestions. It will also tell you how to rewrite. Is it crazy? Is this session helpful for you? Is this AI agent and all those things that you learned in DevOps Zero to Hero helpful for you? Yes. If it is helpful, I would love to get a feedback from your side. So just click on this link. As soon as you click on this link, that will open a Google review page. If you found value from the 2 days of LinkedIn and resume, do share a review. If you found value in DevOps Zero to Hero and all those sessions that we did live, or the recordings or the past experiences that you have. Do share your experience, do share your review. And I would love if you don't be like Mayur or all those people whom I have been rude to. If that's the case, I apologize. But if you are posting it online, that will just give an image of me that this guy is not good. So please avoid that. That's it. I hope you all got some value from this session. I hope you all enjoyed learning about LinkedIn. I hope you all got some insights on how personal branding works. So, this was your LinkedIn personal branding workshop brought to you by Train with Shubham. Yes, I have not mentioned about it on my LinkedIn profile. How crazy I am. Is open to work tag matter? No. Open to work tag doesn't matter. That's a very, very. Imagine you have open to work in your profile, but when someone opens your profile, they miss out on LinkedIn personal branding, what you do, why you do, how you do, these skills, character, communication, values, capabilities, attitude. There's no mention of this, and there is mention of open to work. Will that be of any use? But if you have a good personal brand, if I put open to work, if I go on LinkedIn and if I put open to work, first of all, temporal will be very angry. Second, how many of you think I can get a job if I put open to work here? At least someone will give me a job. So, open to work will only work if your personal brand is strong, not vice versa. If your personal brand is not strong, open to work will not work. Easy apply won't work. Nothing will work. LinkedIn is all about personal brand, is what I got to know in the last 9 years of my career. LinkedIn is a gold mine. If there is one platform I would recommend anyone, is LinkedIn. Oh wow. How cool is this? Multi-agent for DevOps, today's learning. Gurdeen, I'll follow this guy. Amazing. Nice. Videos don't work much. Videos don't work. So if it's promoted by LinkedIn, then it will get likes. Absolutely. But if not, videos don't work. Photos work. Photos work on LinkedIn. Photos work. Personal stories work. So, for example, this photo, I'm not able to understand anything. I can't read anything. This does not have a photo. So, I can like, but it won't work. I can't read this. This is very readable. So, this is very, very readable. So, this will work. Can you see? It worked. So, think like a user. How your customer in mind. Think like a customer. So, whenever I post something, I think from the customer's perspective, which is your perspective. Will you get value out of it? And whenever I've posted that way, it has worked. So if you see my last few posts, nowadays my posts are not doing well because again, I have to manage the job and everything. But if you see this, there is a post which worked amazingly. I'll show you that post. I'll show you that post and that post can help you. Oh no, which simply shows that I have not been posting amazing posts since a long time. Where is it? Just give me 1 minute. I really want to show you that post, and that will tell you how posts work. Ah, correct, 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 correct. I am very much near to it. Yes. See this. If I had to make one short video on Cloud Code, these would be the topics I would have covered. Okay. If I had to make one short video on Cloud Code, these would be. So does this line relate Train with Shubham personal brand and what you need? Think of it. Do you know me from one shot videos? There were Kubernetes in one shot, Docker in one shot, Jenkins in one shot, and so on. Yes. So that's why what I've done, one shot I have highlighted. Now, is Claude Code something that you would love to know about because it's popular? Yes. If I had to make a one shot video on Claude Code, these would be the topics I would cover. Makes people interested. Oh, this guy is making a new one shot or what? So, Claude Code is one of my favorite, and these are the topics. Can you see all the topics that you need for Claude Code I have mentioned here in the post itself? In the post. Now, I have asked, found this valuable? Did you find this valuable? If yes, consider reposting in your network so that others get value out of it as well. Now, made the Claude in one shot and also gave one PDF. So this, how many of you know how to make this? Anyone? Okay, Vishakha knows. Great. Others don't know. Okay, I'll show you. So whatever post I have written, just copy this. Just copy this, okay? Just copy this. Go to Chat GPT. Let's see if Gemini is able to do it. /handwritten enter. /handwritten enter. No, Gemini can't do it. Okay, stop. Go to Chat GPT. Okay, go to Chat GPT and write /handwritten and paste it. Enter. So bad that even this did not work. Why? Write /diagram or create handwritten image /handwriting. Maybe /handwriting. It's /handwriting, not handwritten. Maybe it's handwritten, I don't know. But this is working. Okay, this is working. So you can just search handwritten diagrams visualization with Chat GPT. You can create handwritten style diagrams with visual notes with Chat GPT by using prompts like generate handwritten image, visualize learning. If you do that, whatever text you put, it will create the handwritten diagram for that. But you said AI images will not work. Correct. It won't. Start with the foundations, move to... So these kind of images won't work. But what I posted was... Does it look better than this? Yes. So I had to add some more prompts, I guess. But somehow I got... Oh, I did not get many impressions. But somehow I got 10 reposts, 400 likes, and people actually found it valuable. I think this was not the post, but anyways, I think this was. Yes, this was the post I was talking about. It got 112 reposts, around the same impressions as my. So if you click on this, I wish I knew these 25 Linux command when I was starting my DevOps career. Yes, that was the one. Sorry, I explained you the wrong example. Sorry. But I wish I knew these 25 Linux command when I was starting my DevOps career. If you are a beginner or a seasoned DevOps engineer working on a Linux, is this post resonating with my personal brand? Yes or no? Yes. So LinkedIn appreciated that and helped me reach these many impressions. I got 112 reposts. Why? And very easy. 25 Linux commands every DevOps engineer must know. Navigation, file read. So easy. Plus, this is AI generated image. This is AI generated. I wrote generator handwritten. But the way I presented it, okay, the way I presented it got me here. How many of you got to know how to post? I'm not saying post AI. I'm saying utilize AI. But add your own personal brand. Other posts did not have my personal touch, my personal brand, and it did not work. This worked. Got it? Sorry to disturb, but please share your thoughts on should I post on LinkedIn searching job when I know that I can't join the new company without service. I don't have. Should I post on LinkedIn searching job? Never post on LinkedIn that I am searching job. Because your personal brand is not a job searcher. Got it? Never post on LinkedIn that you are searching a job. That's not a good way of LinkedIn. That's not a personal brand. Always give value to others, and towards the end you can say, if you know someone who might help me land a job, get in touch. Do something like that. That will help. Okay, that's it. Enough of me preaching you LinkedIn and everything. I hope you all enjoyed today's session. If you did, do share your feedback, your review on this particular link. This link opens Train with Shubham Google reviews page, and I would love to hear from you, your reviews, and that will also help me grow my personal brand. I'll be very honest. So, yeah, that's it. So, all my intention was to help you build a personal brand. Anyways, all those LinkedIn and everything, how to build a LinkedIn profile, these basic stuff, everyone can teach you. But very few people will tell their trade secrets or how did they reach where they are right now. So, I did not reach where I want to be, but maybe one day I will. But in the entire process, I met you, I got to know you, and I absolutely loved the time that we all spent in this batch. So, thank you so much. Thanks a lot for attending, for joining DevOps Zero to Hero. There is still a few sessions left. For example, there is a mega project left. There are a few interview preparation sessions left, how to prepare interviews and so on. But if you talk about the teaching part of DevOps, that is done. Now only the master classes are left. For example, there is an upcoming master class on Jenkins in the month of August or September. I'll let you know. There's an upcoming session on OpenTelemetry in the month of August. There is an upcoming session on mega project for DevOps in the month of August, and also how to appear for interviews. In fact, how to appear for interviews is already given to you in the Communication Skills Zero to Hero course. So I would highly recommend you to watch that course whenever you are appearing for your interview. I don't want to repeat all that again. Okay. Superb. Thanks a lot everyone for joining till here. If you enjoyed today's session, I want to do one thing. Make a LinkedIn post today. Put all of your thoughts, whatever you have learned in today's session. Put all of your thoughts and post on LinkedIn. Start posting on LinkedIn. You will be very, very, thankful that, hey, finally I started posting on LinkedIn. That's it from my side. Thanks for watching till here. I'll see you all in the next video, ending the stream in 3, 2, 1.